Hello, everybody. This is Gary Rothline, writer and author of Me and the Mental, a memoir about one's direction to the next. Just giving you an update that tonight we'll be discussing about my Chapter 8 overview. And also, I'd like to explain that for the last day, I wasn't able to post my video just because of other things happening in my life. Been very busy. But now, today, I'm going to discuss what my Chapter 8 is about and go over another couple things before I discuss about that. So, I am going to try to market as much as possible and obviously try to get more readers to view my page and also get more people to just follow my Facebook authors page in general. Just because I want to get my work notable to more people around the world, in the country, and see how talented I am and what I have to offer in regards to my book. And that's just what I was trying to say, is that it is very important that I get more and more people to read my material, my posts, see my YouTube videos, because I really am trying to send out a message, and that's what it's doing, is displaying how I can state based on what I have to offer. In terms of my Chapter 8, my Chapter 8 discusses about my insight and critical personal evaluation on the religious involvement chapter of Chapter 3. And the reason why this is important is because I talk about why I felt the way I did when certain platforms I went through those groups and communities were all good and bad both. And normally you would say, yeah, those are good experiences, but I've also went through bad. But in general, I do like the church concept because religion is important. So the Chapter 8 does discuss about my personal feelings in regards to certain situations, which are described in Chapter 3. And I'll give two examples right now. Like, for example, I discuss about how I felt when I was attending a youth group. And also I discuss about how I felt when I personally got into a conflicting situation with a church in Denver. And the topic I talked about before, the church in Denver, was a youth group in California. So there's a lot to the matters in my discussions, but yeah, it talks about why I should have not put a confrontation in with another member of the church, because that was not good. But also my overall feelings about how, church didn't conflict with my feelings, but my own personal perspective is what conflicted with that concept. Just like my other chapters of the mental episodic, the homelessness, the employment, and the schooling, this is all tied in with the Chapter 8, but this is just in regards to the church group and all the religion aspects. But my other chapters, which are described in my critical and personal evaluation and insight, which are described in my Chapter 6 through 10, discuss those different topics, while this one in Chapter 8 just talks about the church community and all that. So it's just a brief summary about how I personally felt and how things could change in regards to this concept, and why I don't want to be placed into situations like that again, just because of my personal perspective. But there is a difference between this chapter in regards to my other ones, which are critical insights, which are from Chapter 6 through 10, is that this one, I feel like it's more relying on my personal feelings rather than going against the concept itself. And it's because I do think that the church concept is important. Just like all the other concepts that are discussed in my other chapters, this one I can't go against because of the boundaries I have, and it's important to know that religion is important, so I felt like it was more of my personal consequences that landed on the matter. With that being said, that finalizes my Chapter 8 overview, but I would like to go over about my 2 future events. Possibly this month, I will be doing a video for a Zoom for a show coming up, and it's in regards to describing my book. It's been coordinated, but I'm not fully aware of what date it's going to be. It could be in the next week, or maybe sooner or later, but it will happen most likely this month, so be ready for that. And my next event, the Barnes & Noble's book signing event, which will land in Colorado in June, will be a great time for me to sign any fans of mine who would like to purchase my book. And I will be giving away book signings and all that. So that'll all be at that event. So if you have any questions, just comment on this video. It'll be posted on my Facebook author page. With that being said, thank you for following in, and have a great night. Thank you.